Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. It's Del and I am back again today with episode 4 of the Book of Unwritten Tales. In the last episode we found out the Master Brewer wasn't going to help us at all, but we found out that Grandel is all for it and he's about to somehow transport us to the town of Seastone. But first we need to collect the gear that we need. So where we start with, I can't actually remember. Let's examine the vice.
Dad's vice brings back a lot of memories. Painful mostly.
While we're here, let's grab this toolbox.
Dad's spare toolbox. Well, he took his everyday tools, his travel tools, and his finest tools with him.
Let's take the spare tools then.
Let's see. What have we here? Wrench, pliers, auger grease, a minotaur foot, a curse meter. I'll just take the entire box.
It's pretty standard stuff you find in a box of tools, really. Let's take the extendable arm as well. It sounds quite helpful.
An old extension arm. Very handy if you're too small to reach an object.
No doubt that's
kind of a widespread problem amongst us gnomes.
That's exactly what I was thinking. No doubt that's going to come into play. And do that. And let's look at the submarine.
That's one of Grandad's great inventions. A ship which travels underwater. It can already sink.
Helpful.
Parts of some machine or something. If it's useless, it's Dad's. If it's broken, it's Grandad's. And if it's dangerous, it's from my sister Meggie.
Sounds pretty stereotypical. Look at the covered part.
Grandad has this thing about secrecy. I think he's afraid of Shadow Army spies or something.
That would make sense, I suppose. Let's go. What do we got here? The silver rope.
A thin, silvery elven rope. It's very light and almost unbreakable.
Let's make our parachute. If we do this, we can combine that with the tarpaulin.
I'll thread the rope through the eyes around the edge of the tarpaulin. Done.
And then, as you can see, that looks very parachute-esque. If we take the tarpaulin and knot it to the rucksack.
If I pull the rope through the eyes on the rucksack, yes, that should work.
There we go. There we
go. A parachute.
A parachute. That's step 1 in what we need to collect. Let's examine the vice.
Dad's vice brings back a lot of memories. Painful, mostly.
Now, what we need to do is we place the mechanical flying fish in the vice, because if you just see what happens when I try to use the tools on the flying fish normally.
I'd rather not take Nemo apart until I know what I'm looking for.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Never mind, it won't actually let me do it yet. What it will say in a moment is it's going to say it's wiggling far too much, but we'll get to that in a minute. I am jumping the gun a little bit here. Let's look at the jelly glowfish lamp.
Those are jelly glowfish lamps. As long as you feed them every couple of weeks, they're good for years of light.
And let's look at the locker, I suppose, finally.
The locker won't open. It was badly damaged 2 years ago in the devastating spring cleaning explosion.
Devastating. Let's go back up, because I know what I'm looking for. So, what we need to do now, I believe, if I recall correctly, so we need the helmet and the map. What have we got? I'm trying to think what we need to do. Okay, so if we use this with this...
It'll take a long time for the icicle to melt. After all, the pot isn't all that warm.
No, but
I should speed up the melting process.
Which is what we're going to go do. We need to go back to the pub. Back to the Master Brewer, sir. So, slowly plod our way through the snow. He's still fast asleep. Typical. Right, so, the scissors... actually, no, we don't need to do that yet. Yeah, we do, actually. We do need to do that. Look at the Master Brewer's beard. This is quite amusing.
Beards are important to dwarfs. The longer the beard, the more respect the dwarf gets. And the beard ornaments tell you a lot about their owner. The Master Brewer, for example, is a second-degree keg roller. He was born the 9th of 12 children, and he's got a weak spot for beer. He's a bachelor, but isn't one for walks in the morning dew. And he was almost kicked out of school for pulling a girl's moustache.
You can tell all that from a beard. The more you know. Scissors on the beard.
No, absolutely out of the question. No hero would ever do that. At least, not without a really, really good reason.
I've got a good reason. We need the map.
It's a map. It says the country's best pubs on it. It shows the area reaching from our beautiful White Ridge Mountains down to the sea, where the humans live on the coast.
Now... Oh yeah, we need to ask the Master Brewer.
I think I'll let him sleep. He won't help me anyway.
I need...
The map shows the area between here and the human town of Seastone.
No.
I think I let him sleep.
No, okay.
It helped me anyway.
Never mind, I am jumping the gun too much. I know I need to get that map off him, but I think I'm going to have to go back and speak to Grandad first. But what we can do is go in here and obliterate the slime monster. If we go ahead and use the extra strong antibacterial kitchen cleaner with the cooking pot. Oh no, this isn't going to let me, I've just remembered. The slime monster pops up.
Close enough. It'll snap at me and slime me.
So, what we have to do is use this with the extendable arm. I knew it'd come in handy.
Now we can make long-reaching attacks on bacteria.
So, let's take the extra strong antibacterial kitchen cleaner on an extendable arm and tip it into the cooking pot.
Now I'm going to do something I should have done a long time ago.
I'm sorry, I feel bad for you.
It's too bad that slime had to be so evil.
I agree. Let's take the cooking pot and we have got our helmet. But it's not a helmet yet because, oh, maybe we have to go back and speak to Grandad. That's my bad, trying to jump the gun like I said. But what we can do while we're here, actually, coffee pot with icicles, place it on the stove.
It shouldn't take long to melt the icicle, the stove is still warm. The icicle is gone. All that's left is crystal clear water.
Good, because we're going to need it. Let's take it back. Right, let's go back and speak to Grandad again. Go through a short bit of dialogue with him, and then we're going to be able to come back here and get the map that we need. It's got a neat little soundtrack to this game. I do enjoy it quite a bit. That's a fast spinning antenna. Or satellite even. Or satellite dish. It's not a satellite. The satellite's the thing in space. Let's head down. Skip that cutscene again. Really, really long. Let's head over here and speak to Grandpa Gnome. Colonel Grandad, sir.
Excuse me?
Colonel Grandad.
Yes, report back.
Report back?
About my equipment.
Yes, have you got everything?
I don't know. What exactly should I take?
Let me think. You need a helmet. You can fight without legs, but you can't fight without a head.
How can you fight without legs?
Legs.
And you need a map of the area. Reconnaissance is everything. We are living in the information age.
So I need a map and a helmet. Got it.
And then, of course, you need a parachute. Better to be safe than sorry.
Just why I need a parachute?
Just a precaution.
Sounds safe. I've got two of those.
Helmet.
Excellent, soldier. The helmet will protect you from physical attacks. You can even sit on it and use it as a saucepan.
Ooh, how practical.
Very
Let me
practical.
see your helmet.
It's not all that great, I know, but
What? It's a good helmet.
It seems
And
a bit
going to
awkward on.
protect a good soldier.
Glitching through
That
the
is,
side of his head.
course, as long as the enemy doesn't attack with dragons, or has wizards in its ranks, or magical swords, and doesn't go for your head.
maybe I should look for some armor with magic.
Poppycock! That helmet will do.
I feel like playing the game in this resolution has a couple of glitches like that going through its head and him skipping an entire line of dialogue from popping up. But anyway.
I have a parachute.
Fantastic. Parachutes are hard to come by and are difficult to make yourself. After all, you'd only want to entrust your life in a quality product, not something makeshift you've patched together yourself.
Trust my life. But of course, I mean, of course not. I'll go look for the rest of my gear.
You do that. I've got enough to do here. But bear in mind, the Dark Lord knows all of your thoughts.
Right.
Rightio then. Let's carry on. Right, so what we need to do now is now go back and try and take the map. I believe. I think it should let me know. Because what we need to do is, you've probably guessed, let's just... Come on, let me out the door. What you've probably guessed is we have to get the map from the behind the Master Brewer Sir, I meant to say. But obviously, he's probably not going to let us, as we shall probably find out now. Let's speak to him. This should work, I think, I hope.
Master Brewer, sir.
Master Brewer, sir. Could I perhaps have that map there?
Mr. Master Brewer, sir.
Mr. Master...
Maybe borrow that map over there?
What, that? Oh, lad, that map shows the finest taverns in the land. And this one's on it, too.
Oh, I'd be really careful with it.
No. To be quite honest, there hasn't been a lot going on here since war broke out. And I've got no chance of being featured again. That's why the map is staying where it is.
Okay, then.
I talked to my granddad. He thinks the ring is important, too. He wants to help me get to the human town.
Yeah? Well, of course he wants to do that. Listen to me, laddie. Nothing against your grandpa. But don't you think he's a few chills short of a pint?
My granddad is a great soldier and inventor.
Of course he is. Of course he is. But, how should I put it? He's maybe had one crash landing too many. His flying machines were mostly a bit, temperamental. And let's face it, he wasn't actually the greatest of pilots. Honestly, son, if your grandpa reckons there's something in that story, then for me, that's just one more reason to keep out of it.
Grandad and I will show everyone. I don't want to trouble you any further. Good night.
Good night.
And yourself. Have a good one.
Have a good one. Right, so now we shall use these scissors on the Master Brewer.
No, I can't. Well, maybe I can.
Of course I can. Snippity snip, snip, snip. Creepy music. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm gonna burn in hell for this, guaranteed.
Right, so let's head over here, and we're gonna need to give the robot some more kitchen waste. What this is gonna do is chase the guy out of there, so we can chase the Master Brewer, so we can get the map.
Let's see how it likes this.
Or at least that's the plan.
Aha! It works.
Okay, now we can give him the Master Brewer's beard.
I wonder if that would work. At least it would distract the Master Brewer a bit.
Open up Bender's head, put it in.
Oh!
Ah! Hello? Stop! That wasn't supposed to happen. I have a feeling that wasn't such a brilliant idea. Oh, I like the Master Brewer.
Me too, he's a funny guy.
That were amazing. The eternal struggle of dwarf against machine. And I won!
Are you okay?
Of course! Why not? You think a stupid tin bucket's going to beat a proper dwarf? No chance.
That's the spirit.
That's good. Something's happening at last. Cause for celebration. I think we should drink to that.
We should drink to everything. Everything requires a drink of celebration. I said celebration a bit weird there. Let's carry on. So now we can just take the map.
I think
Yoink.
he's drunk with victory, so he shouldn't see anything. I have it. The map of the area.
Woohoo!
That's the last of my gear. I must get back to Grandad. Fast.
Not too fast. Let's have a word with Mr. Master Brewer, sir.
Hello, Master Brewer, sir.
Aye, Wilbur.
Aye, Wilbur. How did you beat the GHR
When the
X100?
robot started in on you, I never thought you'd beat it.
It was an epic scrap, lad. An epic scrap. Dwarf against machine. Nature against technology. Mind over matter.
Mind? How did you destroy it?
I hit him as hard as I could with heavy objects until sparks started leaping out of him.
Oh, a shrewd tactic.
Too right. But he did land a couple on me. Look what he did to my beard.
The bastard.
Oh, yes.
I was so tanked up with ale and adrenaline I didn't even notice.
I have to go. Enjoy the celebration.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's continue back to Colonel Grandad. Head back into the gnome hole down here. Back down the stairs, or the
And down we go.
clockwork stairs, I suppose. Come on, let me click. Oh, I can't click and skip it. Okay. Never mind, I thought I was doing something when I was doing that before. Let's speak to Colonel Grandad.
Excuse me, Colonel Grandad?
Colonel Grandad.
Yes, report back.
Yes. I've got the map.
I got a map.
Excellent. My commanding officer always said good maps are half the battle. Of course, you won't be needing it if everything goes well.
If what goes well?
But if not, it's always good to have a map with you, what?
So, that's the last of my gear.
Success!
Excellent. We could get going if only my damn machine would work. But you can't find a thing in this house. No nitroglycerin, no dragonhide armor, no concentrated pillars of salt, no full mithril jacket bullets, nothing.
I've got those all right under my
What do
bed.
you need all that for?
For what? It's a war!
But we just want to deliver the ring to the arch-mage. Don't you think a sled...
What? I need a nitroglycerin substitute. Something highly explosive. The only thing that comes to mind is good old dwarven ale.
Dwarven ale?
Devilish stuff. We reduced complete countries to ash and rubble with it. We loved the smell of dwarven ale in the morning.
Okay, I'll get you some dwarven ale. Anything else?
Yes, I need a cog.
A
A
cog.
5/8-inch screw steel sprocket,
Straight beveled, hard chrome plated, BSA threaded flange with right hand thread and locking.
It's not a standard size, and I can't find one anywhere.
A
A 5/8-inch screw steel sprocket, straight beveled, hard chrome plated, BSA threaded flange with right hand thread and locking.
Sounds familiar.
Come back when you've got the stuff. I'll sort out the rest.
Got one of those cogs
Take
just
good care of the ring. It's your pleasure.
right in my
Right.
pocket. Anyway, guys, we are going to obtain the 5/8 cog, I can't remember the rest of it, for Grandpa Gnome next episode, along with the dwarven ale that he does require. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to see the rest of the episodes in this fantastic little series. I'm really enjoying this game so far, and I hope you guys have a good rest of the day as well. Bye bye for now. Boom! Make him knock the cage off himself.
Hey, hello, you there?
Your worst nightmare. I don't know what else is going to save the day for you. Call me Ivo. I know, well, like I said, have already played about an hour and a half before, so I do know how to complete all this section. Last time I went for the bottom one, so I'm going to go for this one this time.
My name is...
Oh, okay.